Hey, welcome to Think Better with Dan Thomas. This is Dr. Dan Thomas, and I hope you are doing well today. Today, we're going to get into 3 questions that will help get you unstuck. All right, welcome again to Think Better with Dr. Dan Thomas. We're going to get right into this because you may be stuck today. You may think that you have no options. You may think that you have no choices. You may think that you have nowhere to go. Your back is against the wall and you feel like we talked last time, like you're that car on the side of the road that everyone is passing by. But I want to tell you that you can critically think even when you're under pressure, and you can ask yourself some things that make sure that you're not staying in something too long or you're not getting out of it prematurely. Are you ready? Okay, here's question number 1. Is it working? Now, when you answer this question, you can't give any peripherals. You can't give any maybes. You can't say, well, if this was happening or if this didn't happen. It's just a straight-laced question. You just simply got to answer, is it working? No peripherals, no what ifs. Is it working? And I want you to answer this question honestly, because when you answer it honestly, this is what it's going to do. It's actually going to open your mind to other possibilities. And if you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, it's literally going to take that weight off of your shoulders so that you can think clearly. So let me ask it again. Is it working? That's just a yes or that's a no. It doesn't mean you've done something wrong. It doesn't mean if the thing is wrong or not. None of it means anything. Don't add any meaning to this. Just simply answer the question, is it working? And here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down the words, is it working? Okay. Is it working? And then write the answer, just yes or no, no explanations. Now, when you get through answering that question, you have to move to the next question. And the next question is, can it work? Now, let's stay here for just a little bit because this is crucial and this is critical to not only your development and your understanding, but also to your solution. Because when you ask, can it work? Now you have to look at contingencies. Now you have to look at peripherals. Now you have to look at what ifs. Now you have to say, if I angled this or if I approach this a little bit differently, would it look differently than it does right now? Maybe it's something at your job. Maybe it's something in your family. Maybe it's something that's in your head. Maybe it's your business and things are not going and you're asking yourself the question, can this really work? And I want you to think about it. Can it work? Now, you may have already done this, but I'm just going to pretend that you don't, that you haven't. Okay, I'm just going to pretend that you haven't. But let me ask a follow-up question with this. Have you given this 100%? Have you, everything that you have within you that you could possibly muster in the moment, have you given it all? Because that's going to determine whether you have given up in prematurely. Have you put everything you have into this, every single thing you know, every ounce and every fiber of knowledge and strength and brilliance and intelligence and innovation and ingenuity? Have you put everything into it? Then you can ask the question, can it work? And once you've done that, whatever the answer is, just say yes or no. Now, you may be asking, what if I haven't put everything into it? What do I do? Well, then you got to go back because it may not be working, but the answer to can it work actually depends on whether you put your all in. Have you put your all in? Now, you've already answered the first question. Is it working? Can it work is contingent upon whether you've put every single thing on the table. And it's not just that you're exhausted. It's not just that you're tired. Is that you know that you could walk away from this potentially with a clear mind because I've given it my all. Here's question number 3 that's going to help you get clear and get unstuck. Is God at work? And I don't know where you are in your faith. You may call it a higher power. For me, he's God. And this is the question that I ask myself. Is God at work? Can I see, even if it's mysteriously, even if it's behind a wall that I can't see the inner workings of what's going on? Do I have a sense? Is there some realm of peace that I sense that is telling me he's at work? I may not like it. It may not feel good. It may not be the best experience that I've ever had in my life, but is God at work? Is there something internally that he's developing in me? Is it patience? Is he developing long suffering? Is he developing my ability to communicate more tactfully? Whatever it is God at work? Now let's go through this. The first question is it working? Can it work? Is God at work? If the answer to the first question is it's not working, and your answer to the second question is yes, can it work? But your answer to the third question is God at work? No, then question 2 and question 1 don't even matter. Because if God is not at work, that's not somewhere you want to be. Now, if the answer to question number 1, is it working? That's no. Can it work? No. But you sense that God is at work. It doesn't matter that both of those are no's. You've got a yes from God, and you got to continue to go. You see how this works? What I'm doing is, before I give up, before I throw in the towel, before I say it's too much, before I say someone's got to come save me, before you do any of that, take yourself through these 3 questions. Is it working? Can it work? And remember, the contingency to can it work is, have I given my all? Then the third thing is God at work? Which that question, the answer to that question trumps everything. That'll let you know, do you need to lean in or do you need to exit? But can I give you a bonus? I gave you 3 questions. I told you I know it was 3 questions, but let me give you a bonus. Did you work it? Did you work it? If God put it in your life, then he left it up to your skill, your ability, your talent, your ingenuity, your innovation. He put something in your hand. You know, God doesn't give us houses. He gave us trees. Then he cut down those trees. We cut down those trees and then we make houses. God didn't give us cars. He gave us steel. He gave us rubber. And we put those things together and we made engines out of those cars, and we made the shape of those cars, the structure of those cars. And that's how we got cars. God gives you the raw material that you need, and then he puts innovation in your brain. The only difference between you and someone else is an idea and you acting on that idea. Did you work it? I can guarantee you, because I've been through this many times, that if you ask yourself, is it working? Can it work? Is God at work? Did I work it? That you'll walk away from there clear on what you need to do next, and also what you need to stop doing. Because anytime we need to go to the next stage in our lives, we need to start doing something and we need to stop doing something. Hey, again, I hope that this helped you. This was a really quick rubric on how to get unstuck and get a clear head answering 3. No, it's 4 questions. I gave you a bonus question. And I hope that this helped you today. This is Dr. Dan Thomas with Think Better, and I'll see you next time.